Hello, worms, new worms, old, and, you know, whatever. First off, I'm going to have to tick one of you guys off, okay? Somebody mentioned in one of my comments it was no fun watching me. I'm sorry about that. I'm not sorry. There are ubiquitous numbers of top 10 channels out there. If you want harmless fun, go and watch them, right? I'm a person with mental health issues. I'm not always going to be fun, okay? So, you know, sorry about that, sweetie, but there you go. That's it. Anyway, now that I've got that over with, and I'm not going to let any of the other comments bother me because, crikey, drama though, isn't it? Yeah, it's the 19th of July. It's a Monday, and it's not usually a day when people go down the pub, but in Britain we have been partying. Well, partying. Okay, according to the BBC, everyone's going down the nightclubs and having a rare old time. But a couple of pubs weren't open. One of them was closed for refurbishment, and the other one was closed until gone 5 o'clock, and it was 4:30. And yes, I know it's too early to drink, but anyway, I just wanted to be able to stand behind a bar without a mask on. Sorry if that offends anybody. And going into a shop without a mask on, and you know, it's I thought it was going to be awkward. I thought I was going to get, because some people are going to wear masks and some people aren't, and I didn't want to be looked at as one of those arseholes who are selfish. But the thing is, because I have got sensory issues, and I've addressed this in one of my earlier videos, mask shaming is ableist. It's not an easy thing to say. Right, and you might go back and have a look at that, and I'll explain why. But for me, not having something covering my face, and especially when it's bloody hot, it's like 30 degrees at the moment in Britain. There's like in hot weather warnings. My garden is kind of shrivelling up, and it looks a little bit like if Freddy Krueger had a garden, it would look like this. I swear to God, I've been spending the whole day watering everything. Well, when I've not been out shopping and drinking. Or sitting indoors, trying to keep out the sun. It's about 6 o'clock now, and it's still bloody hot. As you can see behind me, the sky is completely devoid of clouds. I went to an outdoor music thing yesterday, and I stayed for about an hour. Well, it was supposed to start at 2:30, so I turned up at 2:30. They didn't actually start until 3, and I'd been sat in the sun, albeit under a little bit of shade from one of those little tiny trees that they put in brand new municipal parks that haven't quite got the energy to spread yet, but I was sat under one of those, so I had a bit of shade. But 3:30 came around, and there was a couple of people around that I knew were going to perform, and I thought, I can't stay out too long, because my number one, I'm going to get heat stroke, and number two, my brand new tattoo is going to get scorched to bits. And so I said, look, oh, and also, yeah, I had a Skype call to do as well from family member, and at 4 o'clock, and it was like 3:30ish, and it takes me, it was from where that was, it's going to take me about like 15 minutes to get home. So one of the songs had stopped from a person I didn't actually know, and I sort of sauntered over to the people that I did know who were sitting there waiting to go on, and said, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to just, you know, I've got to go home because I've got a Skype call at 4, and they were all right about it. And then, yeah, so that was nice. And then today, I went to the shop, and they still had the perspex up, and the staff members were still wearing masks, so I felt a bit funny about that. But a couple of the locals popped in without masks, so I thought, and nobody said anything, and I was so grateful. And then, like I said, I went to a couple of pubs, and like I said, they were closed. Well, they were either closed because of renovations, or they just weren't open yet. In fact, one of them, I opened the door and I went in there, and the girl behind the bar said, "How did you get in?" I said, "The door was open." She said, "Well, we're not open yet." That was fun. It's like, all right then. So I went back to my local, and I went in there, no mask, and there were people with masks, and I didn't get any flack from anybody. And I think, because I was expecting to get flack, and I was expecting people to look at me and say, oh, what a selfish cow. But I do have issues with wearing masks. And on Friday, when I went to go and get my tattoo, and I had to sit on the bus for an hour to get to town, and by the time I got there, done that, gone shopping, and then got on the bus on the way home, I was so hot, and I wasn't surrounded by people. It wasn't crowded. I had my mask on when I got on the bus to get home, but after a while, I just felt like I was going to suffocate, so I had to take it off. And I have got like an autism awareness card, and I'll just show you this in a minute. Hang on a minute. I mean, it's not official. If people want to take it, like, there we go. Look. Generally, people are quite nice about that. I know the bus drivers are. So, when we were in the pub, the landlord put Boris Johnson's sort of speech to the nation on, turned the sound up, and for the most part, people were mostly ignoring it. But I guess he thought it was important for people to hear. But yeah, it was just people were just okay, they weren't prejudiced and that, and that was nice. That was nice. That was relaxing. I felt so much better after that. For people who can't wear masks for various reasons, Freedom Day may be difficult because you don't know which camp to fall into. But I'm lucky insofar as the fact that I've not had any hassle yet. So far so good, and yeah, I think people are just like wearing it if they want to and not wearing it if they don't want to around here. But they're not giving hassle to people who don't, and I'm not even going anywhere near Twitter because I can imagine furore that's going on there at the moment. It's like, yeah, fuck it. Oh. Yeah, just don't judge people because you don't know their circumstances. Anyway, I've had a nice day. And tomorrow I'm going to meet up with a friend and go for another drink because I'm British and that's what we do. Right, okay, and please don't get upset if you see me upset, okay? I just vent. I like to wear my heart on my sleeve, I just, if you find that kind of thing frustrating or upsetting or not entertaining enough, yeah, you've got Netflix, bud, you've got like a million other things to look at, all right? Don't waste your time looking at me if you're going to get upset by someone who might get upset, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm going to go now because I need to get out the sun, frankly. It's fucking horrible.